name is Paige. I'm a 35-year-old housewife. 10 years ago, I got married to Jonathan. He's 2 years older than me. Right now, I'm also the mother of 2-year-old twins named Kevin and Kenny. Up until my children were born, I was working at a major company that was top class in the country. However, when it comes to raising 2 boys, they are quite the handful. But then the company told me that until my children get a bit older, why don't I work remotely from home? And they made the suggestion. Thanks to that, right now, I'm being very spoiled by the company with my job. Well then, let's see. Well, actually, recently there was a little bit of a huge incident that occurred, and that all began from this particular phone call. Hello, is this Miss Paige? Oh, Miss Hannah, hello. Miss Hannah was one of the fellow moms from school. To tell you the truth, I wasn't very fond of making friends with the other moms, but for the sake of the kids, I was doing my best to keep up with them. Hey, Miss Paige, are you considering divorce or anything? I was shocked at Miss Hannah's words that came out of nowhere. Huh? Divorce? Why do you ask? Well, I was just wondering if you're gonna get a divorce or not. No, I've never even thought about that, but Miss Hannah is a single mother. She has a 5-year-old son named Steven, but apparently she got a divorce soon after Steven was born. But for Miss Hannah to say this out of nowhere, I started to have a really bad feeling about it. Well, actually, there's something that I've been keeping a secret from you, Miss Paige. A secret? What is it? You want to know, don't you? No, I'm not particularly bothered by it, but hey! I don't think that Miss Hannah is a bad person, but how do I say this? I just don't get along with her, and she's a hard person to keep up with. That's why, to be honest, I wasn't worried at all about any of her secrets or gossip. Listen, you should have said that you want to know what it is, even if you're lying. And in this way, she's always a pain like this, and I'm not fond of that either. Well then, I want to know. I thought so. Well, actually. Huh? When I heard what Miss Hannah wanted to tell me, I couldn't help but be stunned. I wasn't able to think about anything. And then I hung up the phone and I sat there in silence for a while.
Mommy, it's snack time! It's time for our snacks! Mommy?
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll prepare that straight away.
Today is pudding day, right? I want double pudding today. What? Well, then I also want double pudding.
Yes. I didn't want to show my kids any face or action that would make them nervous, so I was doing everything that I could to maintain my composure. What Miss Hannah told me? Well, actually, Miss Hannah told me that she and Jonathan were dating. Of course, I believe in my husband, Jonathan, but there were some parts of me that couldn't fully believe him. That's because recently, Jonathan has been coming home late every single day, and I was having difficulty getting through to him on messages or phone calls. But it's not good for me to only believe what Miss Hannah had to say. That's why, of course, I was planning on asking Jonathan, but then my sons were smiling big as they ate their double pudding, and the last thing that I was going to do was to let these kids get hurt. That day, at night,
I'm home!
Jonathan came home around the time that the calendar day was going to change. Welcome home. You were late again today.
Oh, sorry. Because I'm just so popular.
I don't know what kind of popular he's talking about, but listen, Jonathan, I need to talk to you about something.
Talk to me? Oh, I'll listen to it tomorrow. I'm pretty tired today.
Jonathan was getting dressed as he was humming along. It seems like he's in quite a good mood. The sooner the better, so I want to ask you right now.
Huh? Even though I said I'm tired?
Yeah, Jonathan, are you having an affair with Miss Hannah? But then, after he jumped in his pants, Jonathan's eyes opened wide.
No! What? How? But how?
Jonathan was panicking, and that's when I knew for sure. You see, today I received a phone call from Miss Hannah that she's dating you, and that as soon as you get a divorce from me, you're going to marry her. Is that true? The reason why you're coming home so late every day, it's because you're going to Miss Hannah's house, isn't it?
How do you know that much?
That's right. It's like she was bragging about her relationship with you, and she told me everything. I wonder if that woman's head is full of nothing but flowers.
Hey, don't say that!
Huh?
That's rude to Hannah.
What's he saying, this creature? He's the one that's being rude. The both of you are the ones that are being way more rude. Oh my goodness, I'm so over it that I don't have the words. You people are the worst.
What?
Anyway, bring her here tomorrow while the kids are at preschool. That's all I said, and I went to the children's room. There's no way that I was going to sleep next to him in our bedroom. But then I started to hear some whispering voices. It was Jonathan's voice whispering to somebody in the living room. I can imagine that he was probably contacting Hannah. But in order to prepare for tomorrow's battle, I went to sleep. The next day, after I sent Kevin and Kenny off to preschool and I got home, the doorbell immediately rang and Jonathan and Hannah came in. Hello, Miss Page. Thanks for having me over. Come in. You've already heard everything from Johnny, right? That he and I are in love. So, Miss Page, hurry up and free Johnny for his sake. What do you mean love? Oh, gross. Somebody who is off the right path in life stayed on the wrong path and had an affair, and you're just after the land, isn't that right? Oh, don't say it like that. So, tell me, Miss Hannah, you want to get married to Jonathan, is that right? Yeah, that's right. I want to hurry up and be together with Jonathan. Are you really sure you're okay with that? Of course. And you, Jonathan?
What?
Jonathan remained quiet for a while. Yes or no, which one is it? I was already getting irritated. Which one is it?
Me too. I also want to get married to Hannah.
Is that so? Well, then I'll think of a few things, so I'm going to take a little bit of time. So, does that mean you're gonna get a divorce? All right, that's enough for today. I'll contact you again tomorrow. That was all I said, and I kicked the two of them out and went straight to my parents' house. I reported this to my parents, and I needed to discuss with them what was going to happen in the future. Paige, what on earth happened? This was the first time I was going home alone in a while, so my family was worried about me. Mom, actually, Jonathan was having an affair. What did you say? Is that so? Well, Jonathan's life is finished now. I'm going to hurry up and get a divorce and come back here. So please let me and the kids stay here from now on. Of course. Oh, you don't need to worry about anything and come back here because you have all of us behind your back, Paige. Yeah. And I was reminded once again that I was blessed by a wonderful family around me. And so the next day I contacted Jonathan. It turns out he happened to be with Hannah, and I spoke to them on speakerphone. Hello, Jonathan? I will agree to the divorce. Yay! Oh, Paige, you're so understanding. You really want to be with Jonathan, is that right? That's right, because I love Johnny, and I don't care what happens to you, you know? Because we're in love with each other. That's why we're dating like this, and... Well then, let's talk about the separation of assets and custody of the kids.
Oh, I don't need custody.
Well, I thought you might say that.
Because my new life together with Hannah is gonna begin.
Me too. I'm going to contact my ex-husband and have him take the kid. Is that so? Understood. These two, both of them were gone in the head, and I guess this is what they call actual idiots.
Anyway, Hannah and I'll come to the house together tonight.
Miss Hannah, I'm sure you know this already, but I will be collecting a settlement fee from you as well. Yes, I know that. It's fine, right, Johnny? As long as I have Johnny, that's gonna be nothing to us, right?
Right?
Is that so? Well then. And then that day at night, these two idiots came crawling over to my house. I had left my sons with my parents at their house.
Let's hurry up and talk. We're wasting time here. I want to hurry up and be together with Hannah.
That's right. I want to hurry up and begin our fairy tale lives. Well then, come on in. I couldn't believe that I believed this man and continued our married lives together. I felt so pathetic about myself. From there, I started talking to them about the separation of assets, the settlement fee, and the child support fees. I didn't have a millimeter of love left towards Jonathan, and I had already invited an exceptional lawyer to be there. I made sure to collect every bit of a settlement fee and child support fees from the two of them. But when Jonathan saw that amount, his face went completely pale. However, Hannah, on the other hand, looked totally confident. I see. These idiots. They don't know anything about each other at all. They're just running with their feelings for each other. That's why. I think I'm just gonna let them stay in their happiness from now on, because I am so nice. As I stayed quiet, perhaps Hannah misunderstood that maybe I was feeling sad or something. Looking down at me, she started saying this to me. Seriously, thanks so much for getting a divorce. Actually, next month is gonna be our wedding ceremony. Sorry for stealing your husband that makes $200,000 a year. Oh, I knew it. That's why. I expressed my feelings sincerely from my heart. Congratulations, good for you. I'm so happy, I don't know what to do. Well, that's good for you. Well then, hurry up and please leave. After my business was finished, I kicked out the combo of idiots from my house, because what happens to these two after that was none of my business anyway. More importantly, when they came out of their imagination and delusion and come back down to reality, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. From there, one day after a few weeks had passed, Hannah showed up at my family house. Well, this was just what I expected. Oh my, is there something I can help you with? I'm sorry for bothering you out of nowhere, Miss Paige. There's something I wanted to ask you, but what could that be? When it comes to Jonathan's income, you were handling it, right, Miss Paige? His income? That's right, his income. What income? Well, he doesn't have an income. Yeah, well, of course he doesn't. What? What do you mean? Because Johnny told me that his income is $200,000 a year. Jonathan's income is $200,000 a year? Is that what Jonathan told you? That's right. Because Johnny said that, I decided that I was going to steal Johnny from you. Oh dear. Well, isn't that unfortunate? I'm the one with the annual income of $200,000 a year. What? Yes, there it is. Miss Hannah's face. She was completely confused. Well, she probably still doesn't understand what I just said to her. Wait, what? What do you mean? Like I said, my annual income is $200,000, and Jonathan has no income at all. Hey, wait, is that? When he was messing around with you, I'm sure he was putting on a really good act, wasn't he? But all of that was just his allowance that I was giving him. Because I thought you were a remote worker, aren't you? Well, I was working from home, and I didn't feel like there was any need to announce loudly to everybody that I was a manager at my company and that my office is at home. I don't need to brag about that, do I? No way. Oh, why don't I let you in on a secret then? A secret? I'm the second child of the Panic Corporation group. What? Well, of course, she would be shocked by that, because it's the world-renowned Panic Corporation. So, the reason why you were so quick to agree to the divorce... Oh, it's not like I was planning on just being spoiled by my family. It is true that I'm living with them right now, but I am still working properly, so... No. Oh my, are you no longer able to come up with any words? Actually, Jonathan used to be working at the same corporation group, but, well, that guy, he had no motivation, and he quit quite a long time ago already. No way. You got married to a guy that's not even working, so it seems like your life up ahead is going to be pitch black. I'm pretty sure that guy didn't have any savings either, so all of the payments, including the settlement fee and such, I wonder how he paid it. What? Surely he had savings, and he should have done a separation of assets. Oh, our savings? Oh, those were all mine. And the savings were all mine from before we got married, so they don't fall under the separation of assets. Oh, what a shame. No, wait. That's right. Seems like his payment for the settlement fee towards me. Well, he borrowed it from some pretty shady places. Of course, not just his part, but also yours. What? No way. What am I supposed to do now? Even though I paid for Steven's child support fees in one payment, too. Yeah, the child support fees to my children as well. I received it in one payment. My goodness, it looks like the two of you are going to go to hell together. Hey, please, help me. No can do. Don't say it like that. Hannah started causing a huge commotion outside of our front door, and so our security guard came running over. And as she was throwing a tantrum there, a few minutes later she was taken away by the policeman that arrived, and finally Hannah disappeared from my sight. After that, thanks to Jonathan borrowing money from suspicious places, Jonathan and Hannah were in no place to have a wedding. They weren't even able to maintain a normal lifestyle. The two of them were both working from early morning until late at night, but the debt wasn't an amount that would have been able to be paid back at all. Jonathan was placed on a deep-sea fishing boat, and I heard he disappeared from the country. As for Hannah, I heard that she was pushed into a sketchy job at night, introduced to her by debt collectors. I'm sure the two of them can't even dream about a happy life anymore. On the other hand, ever since Kevin, Kenny, and I started living at the Panic House, we were able to live more happily and with more fun than ever before. I'm really glad that I broke up quickly with that cheating husband. Today, I'm having a double, no, maybe I'll have a triple pudding for myself.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get